Good afternoon. My name is Kaori Mimura, and today I will be talking to you about green hydrogen. The topics that we will discuss are what is hydrogen and its importance. Also, I will approach climate change and how it is related to this context, the affordances and constraints, and last but not least, a little conclusion. So first of all, what is hydrogen and why is it so important? Hydrogen is the most abundant, lightest, and simplest element in the universe, but also it's been discovered that it can be used as a great alternative to fossil fuels. And a big advantage about that is that its use itself doesn't involve pollutants, so it contributes to greenhouse gas reduction. But the thing is that although it's considered a more sustainable fuel, its production process may be unsustainable depending on the way we choose to generate it. As we can see in the pictures, there are three types of hydrogen: gray, blue, and green. The last one being the most sustainable option because it is produced by renewable energies and it doesn't emit carbon dioxide. So the big question will be, why aren't we producing and using it already? So unfortunately, their current production costs are way too high compared to fossil fuels. So the task will be to make hydrogen more accessible in places with the greatest potential for clean energy. Nowadays, the current methods of hydrogen production is steam reforming because it is the cheapest and most efficient one. It does involve carbon dioxide emissions, but on the other hand, it represents an achievement in building the path to decarbonization. And this is important because we're in a critical scenario in the face of climate change, so that kind of progress is really significant. Besides, there are some countries such as Australia, Netherlands, Germany, China, Saudi Arabia, and Chile that have already developed some green hydrogen projects. And in this context, Chile is the only Latin American country on the list. So this is a huge step for the energy sovereignty to which Chile can access, and it will mean a good use of the resources that it has. In terms of affordances, the main goals of the Chilean projects address carbon neutrality by 2050. Also, it will represent an economic development due to the goal of being among the main exporters by 2040. And next to that, producing the world's cheapest hydrogen by 2030. In contrast to these possibilities, we have the power of hydrocarbons in an economic sense, because a limitation will definitely be the viability of these projects, considering that Chile is a third world country that has other needs to be covered. Finally, we can ask ourselves, where are we aiming in energy matters? I like to think that green hydrogen has never made so much sense because we have never had the need to reduce emissions like today. But we're experiencing a climate emergency that need our production systems to change, and it needs us to take responsibility for our consumption habits and how we take care of our waste. So I bet on green hydrogen and the energy revolution that we need in order to mitigate the crisis. Thank you so much.